fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when he's...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts sets up to throw it. And oh, that nearly opened by the 18, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on a well-designed play there. That gives him 16 to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because it was they can build another
way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing. Mayfield. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get to the line. Remember, it's also 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Another run with Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. So here are the Eagles to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yards or make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield now. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 27, Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looks to his running back, and he's got him. It's Miles Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Nice little juke. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Baker. And that will be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defense in front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for